2,960 pounds. This is the 190 RD Winnebago mini drop here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And I'm about to make a bold statement. This is the best floor plan I have ever seen conceived in this camping concept. If you'd like to see if we have it in stock and available, very simple. Visit our link in the video description. It says check for price and availability. From there you can see if we have one in stock. You'll see what options are on it. You'll see how it's equipped. Well, that's the same thing. I'm an idiot. And I do that a lot, by the way. I'm pretty self-deprecating. And you'll see what we're asking for it. And we don't do hidden dealer fees at Haylett RV, so that you have a real-world idea of exactly what you're looking at and getting into. So, at a glance, you're going to say, I don't get what you're going on about, buddy. I've seen this camper before. It's got a U-dinette that can fold down into a bed. It's got a bed, you know, that goes sideways that you can sleep on. I've seen all these things. There's nothing new about this. You know, large, big, full pass-through storage, first of all. That's the first thing you're going to notice. It starts setting the tone. Big, full pass-through storage. Not a storage compartment. A mega under-the-bed pass-through storage. You still have your little easy access battery disconnect there so you don't get phantom load eating your batteries up. You know, the more I'm thinking about this, my buddy Pat Bremer, he's a big-time small camping enthusiast. He is gonna eat this thing up. He's gonna love this. So your baggage doors, they're magnetically latched. You're like, yeah, but I've seen all that. And the furniture layout I've described so far, it sounds remarkably like the 1780 Winnie drop here, or mini drop as it were, here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. So what makes it different? And the answer is bathroom. This has a full dry bathroom like the rear bath Winnebago, except you're getting a full dry bath and you're getting seating and a bed. Nothing is dual purpose. Everything is individualized. It's the best one of these I've seen yet. This is awesome. So it's narrow body. It's only 6.5 wide. So SUV, potentially minivan towable. Now, that can vary because not every minivan is the same. I can't just throw a blanket statement out there like that. I know some guys will. I'm not one of them. If you want to make sure you can tow this safely, call us. We will run the numbers, make sure. So power awning, power tongue jack. We'll get to the awning in a minute, but you know, everything on this is push button simple, pretty much, you know, to set up camp. Now, storage is normally at a premium on these things, but you saw that ridiculous pass-through, but they still give you the sewer hose caddy. You're still dual battery capable. You can still, over here, you notice the solar power prep port. Now, this, my favorite blueberry skin on this. This is my favorite color on these. Gosh, that looks good. Look at that blue. But not everybody likes that. That's not a problem because there's 6 or 7 different exterior colors available on all Winnebago products. They are one of the only ones that give, I don't know if anyone else gives you that many color schemes. And additionally, this is the highest grade fiberglass used in towable RVs. Look at the reflection of this Coachman Apex that we carry over here at Haylett RV. Truly mirror-like finish because this is a T60 diesel pusher gel coat. This is the best fiberglass skin in the business. I mean, what makes it better? So it's shinier, big deal. Well, it's more UV reflective. It will hold up better to long-term weather exposure, and it is what do I want to say here? I lost my train of thought. Oh, you can buff scratches and stuff out of it. Now you see our windows are UV tinted, our side windows all open for airflow. Auto ignition gas electric water heater down here. You got 4 corner stabilizer jacks to keep her steady. We have added, I don't know what they call it, but the off-road package or whatever, where you have the bigger suspension and the bigger tires, those big, awesome-looking, aggressive radials. One-piece fiberglass sweep, which is pretty common in this class, don't get me wrong. You've got one piece of fiberglass from the front to the back. No rubber roof material to take care of. Do not mistake that for maintenance-free, because I've heard snake oil salesmen refer to this as maintenance-free. No, you have seals you need to maintain. You always have to take care of something. I don't care if it's a car, if it's your house, if it's your kid, if it's a cat, if it's a cactus. Everything has a level of maintenance to it. So the power awning is easy tilt, LED lighting. You've got outside TV hookups, black tank flush on this thing. It is freaking loaded, guys. Now, the other thing I like about this is the service record. Despite how cool this is, the service record of these is my favorite aspect of any Winnebago product here at Haylett RV. It's one of 3 brands that is just absolutely stellar and on top of the game. I couldn't ask for it to perform better, and I think a lot of that is the chassis. This has an aircraft-style chassis. It's a Z-frame, not an I-beam. It's lighter, it's stronger, it's not less expensive. This is not the least expensive thing you could ever purchase. I have other things very similar to this that are less expensive, and they're awesome. But they don't do anything that I just described here. Well, they don't do most of it. I make blanket statements too often, but like your fiberglass skin, all aluminum structure in this, by the way. Understand the difference between structure and cabinet facing. That's something people seem to struggle with when I phrase that out there. I think we're good. Let's take a look inside. Oh, little outside grill quick connect. I always forget to talk about that. I can't say enough about this layout. So if we were at the back of a 1780 Mini Drop, as the name has changed from Winnie to Minnie, by the way, that's why I keep stumbling, you'd see a dinette that looks exactly like this. You'd see this kitchen slide out exactly the same. You'd see the bed exactly the same. They just found a way to incorporate a full bathroom into something instead of a closet dry bath or wet bath. They have a full dry bath now, just like I think it's called the 170S here at Haylett RV. Now, we carry, this is called a teardrop class. We carry teardrops from Keystone, from Jayco, obviously from Winnebago. We had carried them from Forest River in the past. They just proved less popular. Nobody else has this floor plan that I've seen. Maybe somebody does. I don't know. But this is the best. I think this is going to be the most popular floor plan in this segment. Your table still completely free floating on that elliptical base. There is storage on the left bench and behind the table. You can lift up the dining, the dinette bases to get to that storage. And what I like here is you got a rear viewing window, and you saw one of our salesmen, Mr. Bill McFadden, walking by. He has no idea we're in here stalking him right now. But you've also got these dual side breeze windows, but they're tilt open windows. It's called a jowlacy window, for those who don't remember that word anymore. They tilt open, and they're rainy day friendly. Now, they because they just added that extra shelf up there for decor, for storage, anything, everything, you know. Before I get too far along, I do want to point out a few things up here. Remember, all aluminum structure above us with plywood roof decking, and we do have a full 13,500 BTU air conditioner up here, full-size air conditioner in a teeny-weeny little bitty box. This thing will turn into an ice box if you let it. Completely carpetless, too, even despite the slide out, because it's an above-the-floor slide. Well, I'm sorry, there's a carpet square that we were kind enough to put down to keep my muddy shoes from tracking her up too bad today. But it doesn't really matter. Remember how I said that we don't do hidden dealer fees? Cleaning the RV, showing you how it works, giving you all your hoses, cables, connectors, and stuff. That's everyday business for us here at Haylett RV. The other thing I like about this is, unlike a lot of small campers, you don't walk in right on top of the bed. You come into your living area, your kitchen area, which is, you know, kind of what you're looking for. So the TV directly faces your dinette here. It's easy to view. You got your all-in-one entertainment system above, does your DVD, does your Bluetooth. You know, you can wirelessly access this thing. It's got HDMI potential, you know, depending on what things you want to plug into it. It can do pretty much anything you want. Other little stuff I see them doing on this Winnebago. Again, little campers don't usually have a gas and electric and auto ignition fast recharge water heater. This does. All across Winnebago, and I think this is where their motorhome experience and attention detail and quality comes through. With, like, they have a hard power override. You can just, like, I can just turn the awning off. I can make sure the awning doesn't get power. I can make sure the slide doesn't get power, so that you don't have that phantom load, that bleed of power off your battery. Plus, they have a disconnect anyway. And that's a great little, you know what? It's a little camper. It's going to get you through a weekend. This is, people who are camping in something like this, they already know they're not staying in the Ritz-Carlton. In terms of, like, the size of the room that you get, they understand. That's enough pantry to get you through. Now, over here in your kitchen slide, when the your kitchen slide is actually deceptively deep. If you look at the counter space, you've got a big chunk of appliance space back here. That is genius. Now, they maximize the counter prep space by putting a sink cover on there, and you also have a pretty decent storage pocket under the sink. They didn't block anything off. You don't waste anything down in there. Additionally, something else I noticed I was kind of curious about when I saw the floor plan schematic. Your full extension drawers can be opened without hitting the wall. I was afraid that somebody would open that and, like, dent up the wall. Not going to happen. This is an awesome opportunity to talk about the fully plywood box drawer glides in here, and they're all finished and sanded off on the edges, so we're not going to get splinters in this baby right here. Convection microwave. Oh, little stuff. Hold on. Let me get my glove off here. It's a little chilly today. We're going to do some wedding ring testing. That's wood. That's not foam. Better materials, you know. I love the little color accent batten strips they're using to tie everything in here together. The roof and the floor, kind of, well, ceiling as it were, and the floor kind of work together with one another. So convection microwave. You can cook faster. It introduces less heat into the RV, because this little space, any bit of heat you put into this thing, even your own body heat, you're going to know it quick. Gas, electric, travel, and friendly fridge. And speaking of heat ventilation, this is your full bathroom. We'll get there in just a second. But you see how that door's slotted? Not an accident. You can open the bathroom ceiling vent fan and turn the fan off from out here. So if you're sitting out here and it gets hot, you can basically use a power ceiling vent fan to ventilate and aerate the RV without having to necessarily open the bathroom and have that exposed to the world or whatnot, you know? It's also nice if you wake up at night, you just want to flip the switch real quick. So again, not a wet bath. A wet bath, for those who don't know, is when the toilet is in the shower and it's basically just a closet. It's not really good for anything except not using it most of the time. Now, in a little camper, there's usually not another game in town. But Winnebago, man, I mean, their name is synonymous with RVing. It's foolish of me to be so surprised. It's shame on me for not having had more confidence in them. I should have known they'd come up with something like this, because that's what these guys do. They're absolutely tremendous. I also like the fact that they won't oops, we got a little focus problem there. They won't overproduce their RVs. If they have a huge demand, they just get backlogged, you know. They won't try to build too fast and move too fast. So here's your full front bed. You've got your dual cross breeze windows. You see that set of USB plugs on the left over there, and the camera is having trouble against this bright wall. Sorry about that. So we're going to have some bad focus challenges for a second. But USB plugs up here on the upper left side of the screen, so that you can charge your phones, alarm clocks, all that good stuff. This thing's killer. This thing is absolutely killer. I mean, it's going to put other floor plans out of business. I think it's that good. I forgot to talk about this outside. The Winnebagos have been coming in this on the mini drops for a little bit, and I keep forgetting to talk about it. So I mentioned before, anti-slam door. You can see that this door doesn't go slamming, and that's really important because of this wheel well right here. But check this out. This little rubber band system on here. It's got a self-closing screen door. So the screen door is not going to be flapping in the breeze either. Everything on this is above, beyond, top-notch, guys. Let's get you camping. Give us a call. We only do everything at Haylett RV: hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, everything in between. We are your one-stop everything shop. All we need is the opportunity to meet you, and I don't care where you live. I don't care where you live. We can make deals happen, guys. We have sent Winnebagos, Coachmans, everything else to the West Coast. We do it all the time. We've sent them down south. We've sent them to Maine. We sent them to Alaska. We Canadian folks, we work with you all the time. We are well versed in that process. Take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.